What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into the Infinite Frontier with Wonder Woman issue number 784. This will be closing out this storyline in preparation for the Trial of the Amazons. And so if you haven't been keeping up on everything going on with Wonder Woman, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. But what we have seen so far throughout the entirety of the Infinite Frontier, Wonder Woman more or less sacrificing herself in Dark Knight's death metal. She ends up going to the Sphere of the Gods only to find herself in the wrong afterlife. Finding herself in Valhalla, she has to escape. Getting to Mount Olympus, she finds all of the gods have been massacred. But after bringing all of the gods back to life, she comes to the conclusion that she wants to go back to Earth. Realizing that she doesn't want to be a god or sit in Mount Olympus just yet, that her time on Earth is not completed. But in her returning, she runs into thousands of mirror copies of herself. Not only that, she has a new opponent, an opponent going by the name of Shining Knight. But under the codes of chivalry, he decides to fight by her side until all of the enemies of Wonder Woman are defeated and they can go against each other one-on-one. Now, be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with this issue, we are picking up with the Shining Knight and Wonder Woman fighting off hundreds of mirror version Wonder Women. And as the two of them are battling through this fight, the Shining Knight is going to stay behind so Wonder Woman can go find who is responsible, who is operating this, who is creating all of these mirror Wonder Women. She is going to bring a stop to everything that is currently going on. And that's what leads her to the House of Mirrors. Going inside here, she begins to look around, and this is when Image Maker shows his face. The master and commander of Mirror World. He has come not to try to kill Wonder Woman, but convince her to join his side. And as Wonder Woman tries to find the right one, because there's reflections everywhere, this being a house of mirrors, so Wonder Woman is continuously hitting the wrong thing, with her smashing mirror after mirror, hoping to eventually hit the Image Maker's face. While she is doing this, he is giving all of the dialogue, letting her know that she had died. She came back through sheer force of will, but also lets her know that he knows she feels that something is different. Not sure exactly what it is, not being able to put her finger on it. Something has changed in her, and he knows what it is, saying that she is a mere reflection of the true Wonder Woman, a copy of the person that she used to be. Of course, she says this is nonsense, but Image Maker says that the proof is directly in front of you. With Mirror World so often overlooked, invisible to the outsiders, the world had been broken in her desperate attempt to return, and she was able to fall right through the cracks. Now, of course, Diana, she doesn't believe that she did this, knowing who she is, believing that she knows who she is. Image Maker lets her know that we all believe that. We all believe that we know who we are, but we never know which side of the reflection that we are on. With Diana finally just being fed up with this and letting him know that if you don't return to your mirror world, then I will destroy you and every single mirror that I find. But he lets her know that he will return, and that when he does, he will be taking her with him. With Diana falling into some kind of illusion, she is sitting here at a festival with Steve. With them enjoying their day, she quickly recognizes that this is not real. She knows where she just was. She knows that she wasn't with Steve because she hasn't even gone up to Steve really since she has returned from the Sphere of the Gods. Knowing that this is not true, she takes the lasso of truth, wraps it around Steve, and we see him shatter into pieces. With this shattering, we see Imagemaker let her know that they will be restoring his world to its rightful glory, because it was always the one true reality, or at least that is his opinion on what it is. His world should be the right reflection, and that everyone needs to come to his world. Of course, he could be a ruler, he could be a dictator. He's really just seeking power, trying to have as much of it as possible. And if he can get Wonder Woman onto his side, that would be a huge asset in bringing everyone else over. But we see Wonder Woman come down, and she destroys all of the mirrors in the House of Mirrors. And in doing this, we see the real manifestation of Imagemaker pop up from the rubble, with Diana unable to hit his physical form, saying that he is not able to be hurt by the non-believers, letting her know that if she just returns as his loyal subject, no one she cares about will be hurt, to come back with him now, and they can call all of this quits, to come and join her in paradise. Now, of course, she wants nothing to do with this. And with the help of Deadman, we see Imagemaker completely destroyed. With her wielding the sword that Siegfried had given her, she takes the sword and she destroys Imagemaker. And so with all of the enemies now defeated, the Shining Knight takes this opportunity to go and fight Wonder Woman. This has been his goal from the very get-go. And though he may be persistent, he is no match for Wonder Woman. And so with the two of them clashing swords, we see the fight begin. Recognizing the sword that she is using, Wonder Woman telling him that it is a gift from a friend, and she is going to use this sword to smite him down and then return the sword to its rightful place. The only issue is that sword, upon gazing at it, it burns his eyes. And as he drops down to his knees, Wonder Woman is left wondering what the heck is going on, throwing her lasso around him, asking who is underneath the mask. He doesn't seem to know. The Shining Knight doesn't seem to have any kind of memory. But the truth is that he is under the control of Dr. Psycho, with Wonder Woman asking him to show his face. Dr. Psycho has already taken off, and the Shining Knight now has his mind back again. And with Diana going over to the Shining Knight and removing his helmet, it is revealed that this is in fact Siegfried, back from the dead, back from Valhalla, under the control of Dr. Psycho for the time being. We see the resurrection of her lover while she was in Valhalla. And this can make things very freaking awkward moving forward for Diana. But with him still really hazy, unsure of who he is, where he is, he does recognize Diana. Knowing that he needs some medical attention, this is where we pick up at the hospital. And now with some of his memories back, Diana is returning the sword that she was once given, letting Siegfried know that she will return, that she will come back. But right now she's got a lot of loose ends that she needs to tie up. And so while he sits here, he heals in this hospital, she is gonna go do exactly that. And that's what takes us to Themyscira. We have the Queen of the Amazons. She is currently having a discussion with Diana, just finding out everything that has been going on, where she's been, how she's gotten back here, so on and so forth. But the Queen also lets her know that you are going to need to return very soon. There are a lot of things going on in Themyscira that you have missed, and now more than ever, we are going to need Wonder Woman here on her island. And that's where we pick up with Dr. Psycho. The entire time, he has had a trick up his sleeve, and what it looks like is some kind of cracked mirror version of Wonder Woman, almost puppet-like. But Dr. Psycho, he appears to have brought together a bunch of very villainous individuals. And this is because he wants to start the first order of the new Villainy Incorporated. And their first mission, kill the Wonder Woman. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, I've been a big fan of everything going on with Wonder Woman. I haven't really been a fan of this Imagemaker craziness that is currently going on. And there are a lot of people that speculated the Shining Knight was in fact fact Siegfried, and man did they call it. 100% they were right. And so while this story arc has been relatively boring, it's all building up to focus more on the trial of the Amazons. But of course, in the background, we have Dr. Psycho. He is doing his thing. He is being crazy, he's being conniving, and what he really wants to do is create this new Villainy Incorporated, and the end goal is always to take down Wonder Woman. I think it's fair to say Dr. Psycho is the literal definition of an incel. He hates women so much that he wants to take down the biggest image for women in all of this planet is Wonder Woman. She is the face of feminism. She is the face of what women can achieve. And Dr. Psycho, he hates it. He hates it so much that he has focused everything on taking her down. And he's also upset because he was in Valhalla, relaxing, chilling, having a good time. And then Wonder Woman shows up and he's even more livid because he came here to get away from all of that craziness. Or at least that is the story that he told us all. But we know that it's Dr. Psycho. So there are definitely a lot of underlining issues, a lot of underlining and hidden things that we don't know about that he is going to try to get into. But with this story arc coming to a close and the trial of the Amazons just on the horizon, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.